making its way through the state Sunday night. So that will bring more mountain storms and then eventually rain and cooler air here to the Front Range. And we have a flood watch still from Wyoming all the way down into southern Arizona. There's been tremendous flooding off to our west. But we also have a flash flood watch here into our central mountains. Flash flood watch in effect through this evening here, and it does extend along I-70, but mostly burn scar areas are in trouble with the rain that'll be moving through potentially for tonight.
There's the runoff. Back at the same spot we were 2 weeks ago. The trail is closed due to flooding. All bridges have been displaced. Looks like they repaired the road pretty well. Missing some of it. Wouldn't you know it, it's flooding again. Little mountain stream. Doing a good deal of flooding. Oh, it's pretty muddy over here. Pretty muddy. This is all sediment that I'm walking on right now. All fine silt from all the flooding. Quite a bit of it too. Some trees need rescuing. I'm not sure if I'm the one to go rescue them though. Yeah, this whole sand bank right here is new since the floods. Built it up quite a bit. That's the trail up here. It's closed, they say. You can see the water just running across the trail. We didn't experience any rain ourselves on the way up here to Glen Haven, but it looked like a pretty good storm just up the canyon from us, and apparently that's all it took to get this little mountain stream running pretty good again. We saw actually kind of the surge going down the Highway 52. I'm not sure what that river's called that goes along the highway. It's not the Big Thompson, but the other one that links up with the Big Thompson. We kind of saw the surge of black water actually on the way up to Glen Haven today, and there were actually some kids swimming in the lake, or the river rather. But it was a pretty wide section, so I don't think they'll get like swept away or anything like that, but probably get a little bit Might get a little bit scared for a second or two when the waters rise a few inches. Yeah, you got to be careful with all the flash floodings around here. You never know these days. They're washed away. Enjoy the beauty along this trail as we enjoyed the beauty of Megan's life. It's going crazy around here. It's got a cool little picnic table area. Just kind of got flooded out. At least it didn't get washed away. Moose? Moose tracks?
Yeah, these are moose.
Moose? This? Big beaver dam. Wow. Who's that little lady? Look at how thick this. Look at how much sediment that deposited right there. All that silt from just this one little floodplain. It's crazy. So I wonder where it all came from, you know? This grate's taking a beating, you can see. Giant boulders lodged between it. Alright, so it's been raining for about an hour straight. I'm still here in the retreat, Glen Haven, and the sound of the little mountain creek down there is just roaring right now. So kind of curious to see what it looks like just further on down the road here, so let's go check it out, shall we? Come on guys, let's go. Yeah, picked up a little pace, didn't it? See what it looks like. Yeah, it's gotten a little higher, as you can tell. don't know if you can hear that noise. That deep rumbling from those boulders. Pretty good sized rocks at least, getting tossed down this little mountain stream. It's just invigorating, I'll tell you that much. The mist in the air, the smell of earth. And of course that power behind this water right now. It's definitely gotten higher. Like you can see it's right up to the road again. The last time I was up here, it actually went over the road right here. I'm just kind of wondering what it's doing a little further on down the canyon right now. Yeah. Just even this right here, one of the sources of this runoff from this rain over the last hour. I don't know what it is. You can definitely feel the excitement in the air, I guess. So, for those of you that might be fellow storm chasers, rush when people run away from the storm, you rush towards the storm. That's how I've kind of been in the past, and it's kind of an adrenaline rush, I guess you could say. But yeah, this is just crazy how much this landscape has changed, even just within the last hour and a half. See me? Okay then. So I'm here at the mouth of this small little mountain stream, and all this water is being channeled right now down to these little homes down below, just further on down the road, stream side. All these beautiful homes here in the retreat in Glen Haven. I'm just kind of curious what's happening down there. Is there a lot more flooding? All this water being channeled into these small little areas. Along the road, these little patches of property where people built their homes, perhaps naively, right? Not ever expecting anything like this might happen. But this has kind of become the norm. Every time there's a big storm come through or good solid rain, ever since they had the fires up in here, in particular the Cameron Peak fire. And so, looks like it's getting a little brighter finally. But kind of curious just what it looks like further on down the road. So let's go check it out, shall we? See if we can document any more unfortunate flood damage going on here in the retreat, just below Glen Haven, Colorado. Yeah, it's a lot of water. Just black tar, pitch black water from all that burn scar area, all the soil running off these mountainsides because there's nothing to hold the water anymore. So all the vegetation is gone. It's all burned up. All right, let's go check out what we can see. Let's see what we can see. All right, so it's getting a little dark, but it's just an idea of some of the properties along the river here on Streamside in the retreats, Glen Haven. It's a pretty good, water's coming by at a pretty good pace for sure. Like I said, the light's kind of failing me right now, but some of the bridges that they reconstructed after the last flood we had. I'm going to drive up a little further. Side of the road is probably no longer passable. Just gonna see how far I could go up here. washway beyond this point is pretty much impassable. We'll see. Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's what this good old Suzuki's for, you know? Wiping out the muffler on a rock. See, I don't care too much about appearances with this car. Windshield's all cracked in. Looks like they repaired it. That's cool. Looks like it's functional to me. Maybe this is the place that you can't. Yeah. That was the worst part back there. Without driving off the cliff here, I just took you on a little trip up the one of the access roads up here in the retreats from Glen Haven. Yes, it's getting pretty dark, so you can probably hardly see my face, but I was actually amazed that road is back open. I guess they repaired the damage from the last big runoff that they had, flood damage. That was impassable the last time I was here, just 2 weeks ago. So they are on it, I guess, these road repair guys up here in the retreat. And other than the little rock hitting the underside of my undercarriage of my car, hopefully not doing any serious damage. I don't see any of the indicators going off the charts or anything. So assuming I haven't lost all my oil in the car yet, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. That's what's going on up here today, guys. Up here in the retreat, we did have pretty good rain. There's rain scheduled for the next, I guess, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday. There's scheduled pretty good rains up here, so it'll be interesting to see if we see a lot more of the same. Flash flooding, destruction of the roads, some houses getting flooded out, their basements at least, and hopefully everybody stays safe. That's my wish, and that's what I try to do, even though I'm out here filming, documenting all this. Yeah, this is just the way of life for the next few years for these people up here. And back there, I didn't want to record them, but on stream side, it's just neighbor after neighbor, just kind of anxiously walking the roads, standing outside their front yards with their dogs. You know, this and anxiety that's got to come along with living next to a water source, a floodway. Yeah, that's got to be tough. I mean, that's got to get old after a while. Every time there's a rain, every time there's a sound of thunder, you're not sure if that wall of water is going to come through your yard again and potentially flood out your house. Possibly blocking your access from escaping your property. And God knows, how high the water will go next. I mean, I saw some of that debris in my previous footage there about, man, it had to have been at least 10 foot high to build up some of those beaver dams with all those logs piled up. Yeah, it's a different lifestyle. It's a different way of life. I definitely prefer being up high than being down in a valley next to a river. I love the sound of a nice little mountain stream, but when it comes down to it, especially with some of the crazy weather these days, probably not the best idea to have your home next to a river or a stream, especially next to some burn area like up here. But who predicted that, right? It's hard to predict. Kind of crazy crazy weather events get faced in the future. Anyway, it's getting too dark. You can probably hardly see my face. The camera's struggling, I know that. Thanks everybody for watching. This is Nightwatch N8. I'm gonna head further on up the road and make my way back home.